Good morning. I'm honored to be able to speak up here today about how much my dad, Danny, has influenced my life. When I sat down to write this speech, I didn't know where to start. It is impossible to talk about everything my dad has done for me and my family in under 7 minutes. However, the first thing I thought about when I began writing this speech was, why is this my first and last Father-Son Mass? I don't know why I would pass up an opportunity to spend quality time with him. I now realize that when I go to college next year, I won't have a lot of time to spend with just my dad. It hurts me to realize that wasted opportunities like this Mass to spend quality time with him. Now, like me, this is also my brother Jack's first Father-Son Mass. Unlike me, he has the opportunity to attend this Mass 4 more times, and I hope he does so because this is a special moment. My dad has been there for me and my family through the good times and the bad ones. Even though my dad has to take care of 6 children, he always finds a way to spend adequate time with each one of us and be there for us when we need him most, whether it's at my sister's dance competitions, my brother's lacrosse tournaments, or my track meets. He seems to be in the right place at the right time for me and my siblings. For example, on some weekends, my dad will travel with my brother to a lacrosse game in Hammond, and then come back to watch my sister in a dance competition that afternoon. As I journey to becoming a man, I try to mimic as much of my dad as I can. While I have learned that it is nearly impossible to mimic someone like him, I have learned some important stuff that no one else could teach me. My dad has taught me many traits that will help me develop into the best version of myself. One of the most important traits is having God involved in your life. When I see my dad upset about something, I find that he turns to God to help him through the difficult time he is in. Building on that trait has led me to join clubs like Campus Ministry and Pro-Life to, like my dad, get God more involved in my life. My dad has taught me that the more God is involved, the happier you will be. When he asks me what career path I want to take, I usually give him an undecided answer. Rather than trying to persuade me to choose a certain career, he tells me that God has a plan for me and to trust in him. Another trait I've learned from my dad is the importance of being involved in your family. Just as I am one of 6 children, my dad is also one of 6 children who to this day talk to each other constantly. Almost every weekend, I'll either see my grandparents, cousins, or aunts and uncles because of the relationship my dad shares with his family members. As a result, in the most difficult of times like the coronavirus, I realize how important it is to have a loving and caring family that will always be with you. The unique bond that I share with my family members is unparalleled to any other, and I can thank my dad for that. Another key trait I have learned from my dad is the idea to always work hard. As I worked my way through Jesuit, my dad would constantly push me to perform my best on every quiz and test because he valued what it meant to work hard on everything that you do. And when he would see that I wasn't trying my hardest, he would give me words of encouragement to get back on track and finish out the quarter strong. I recall numerous times when I would sit down to watch Sunday Night Football with my dad, and he would ask me, "Are you done with your homework yet?" And if I said no, he would make me go back to my room and finish my work before I could watch the game. While I would try to work as hard as I can to perfect my abilities, I don't think I will ever outwork my dad, who has to work all week working hard so that I can spend my Christmas break lounging around the house and enjoying my Christmas presents. One of the most important traits my dad has taught me is how to be a man in the social sphere. My dad has taught me valuable lessons that will make life easier for me when I go to college and start a career. From always looking someone in the eyes when shaking their hands, to having a friendly conversation with someone instead of looking at my phone, my dad has instilled in me what it means to act as a man. While my dad did not graduate from Jesuit, he has taught me one of Jesuit's most important lessons to its students: how to be a man of faith and a man for others. Now, while I have learned these characteristics from my dad, I don't think I'll ever be able to replicate the type of person he is. From having the tolerance of listening to the constant banter of his children, to allowing God and his family drive what he does in life, my dad is truly one of a kind. Sons, as you reflect on your day with your dad today, I hope that all of you realize what a blessing your dad is to you and how much he loves you. And Jack, little brother, while I did not take the time to reserve this Saturday for me and Dad in the past, I hope you will for the next 4 years be sitting in this chapel next to Dad for the Father-Son Mass. Dad, I hope that this speech will shed some light on my true appreciation for you and everything you have done for me. I'm truly thankful and can't thank you enough for pushing me to be the best version of myself and putting me in the best position to succeed in life. I love you.